Hello, welcome to Paul's Take, and this is my little edition of what am I doing next to my Jeep Liberty. So if you haven't watched my other episodes, which I'm sure you have, you probably would, this little title probably is not that exciting otherwise. So I have this 2012 Jeep Liberty. I just got it maybe close to 2 months now, not even that really. And I've been I'm loving this thing, right? I'm loving it. It's like a project though. It's like you always want to do something. So this is supposed to be my overland vehicle. And I got everything. I got the roof rack. I got some crossbars because you need that to attach the roof rack. I got some new tires. I got the 245s on 70s on the stock 16-inch wheels, I think it was. Yeah, the 245 on a 70. And it looks beautiful. It looks great. It looks wonderful. So the next thing that I ordered, and I'm like going broke here. So make sure you, like and subscribe and, make a comment or something. It's going to help the algorithm and help me get paid a little bit better because I'm going broke over here putting stuff on this vehicle. It's going right on the credit card. So anyhow, what I got this time, and this is probably why I'm talking about this. I got a buddy of mine that's a loser. I mean, no, he's a good friend of mine. And he's really into name brand stuff. And a lot of people are, which is fine, I guess, if you can afford it. But I never was a name brand person. I never bought something just because it was, popular and cool. I don't really believe that only one person, let's say we're talking about tires, Wranglers or something, or Goodyear Wranglers. It's obviously a great tire, but I never thought that the other tires were going to be all that horrible. And also, I'm kind of lower level, low end. I'm not, by all means, I'm not broke. Okay, I'm happily probably lower middle class or somewhere around there in that ballpark. And but of course, I have other responsibilities. I can't spend all my money on this Jeep Liberty, or else the wife would kill me. So I gotta be as smart as possible and do things as cheap as possible, but not completely cheap. I want to do things. I don't want to wait forever to get, say, some shocks, some Fox shocks, and not be able to have decent shocks for years. I'm trying to save up for some Fox shocks or something. No. So my next purchase is shocks. Now that I bring it up, I ordered them. They actually came into the house today. I just got a little notification that they're at the house. I'm totally excited to put them on. But are they rock shocks? No. Are they, I don't know, other name brand stuff? No, they're not. I got them on Amazon for the front shocks and the rear. And I'll put the video of the brand here. So but on top of my head, I don't remember the name brand of them. But they were a really great deal. Front shocks with the coils and the rear shock absorber was $173. That's pretty good. So you're probably thinking, oh man, what you getting yourself into? Some Chinese knockoffs or something. It'll probably fall off as soon as you pull out. The wheels will fall off. You got a chance. Forget about it. But realistically, my understanding on things, I am not a genius on all things, not all everything, just mostly everything, is that there's only a few manufacturers of stuff in general. If you're looking at tires or just automotive parts, everything is made, turns out, if you look at electronics, it turns out everything is made by the same company, I think. Or there's only a few. And then they have sub-brands among the brands. They have one master company makes 10 different brands of wheels, even for different markets. They're all by the same master-minded genius that know how to make a tire. And most parts and tires are all regulated. They can't just put something on a car that's a vital part without being some kind of regulations or some kind of oversight, my understanding, especially with tires. I don't know about shocks. But with that being said, so what I look for, I always try to find a diamond in the rough. Because, like I said, a lot of people, also, you get your name brand company. Of course, all I know is Fox shocks. Rancheros or something. I don't know. And they will, I'm not saying that Fox does it, but I know a lot of other companies will have a manufacturer make the stuff for them. They'll design them, and then they'll have some Chinese company produce them for them, right? And these companies, they're not owned by the ones that are sent in and designed. They make parts for everybody, right? So like one company can make shocks for all these different companies based on their specs. But that means these guys know how to make stuff. Let's talk about shocks here. So they would know how to make shocks, right? Because they're making it for everybody else. They're probably smart anyways. They know how to make stuff anyhow. So the process is like the same machines are pressing out the same parts with different names. And then a lot of these companies, these manufacturers, they'll even sell their own parts because they know how to make parts. And they'll sell them for much cheaper. And they're like the same style and design pretty much. They might change a little bit just to keep them legal. In China, they don't care anyways. They're a different jurisdiction or something. Anyhow, so I found these shocks. They got good reviews. And the one thing I liked about the negative on the reviews is something that's a positive for me. Because when I put the new tires on this Liberty, I realized right away when I actually saw the tires and felt them, I was like, these things are much heavier, much beefier tires than the old ones. It was very apparent in my gas mileage. And but I noticed it also in the handling. It feels like, before it seemed like the shocks were fine for the tires, but now I got these bigger tires, it's like it can't handle it. Like there's too much bounce to it. Like just, when you go for a bounce, it's supposed to go boop, boop, and stop. Now it's like boop, boop, trying to catch up with the bounce. So it's too much play. So I'm thinking I need stiffer shocks. So people were complaining that these shocks were a little stiff for them. So I'm hoping that stiffness will help out my situation. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a mechanic, but that's what I'm thinking. So I got these no-name brand shocks. They got good reviews though. All the reviews they're solid shocks. They're tough. They're good. They last me forever. So I'm pretty confident. And I've bought, these no-name parts all my life because I'm always trying to save a buck. I guess I'm kind of cheap that way. But it's never like, came back to bite me in the butt. Not when it comes to like parts. And I try to like weed out the crap. There's definitely crap out there with like no stars. I try to look for something with a lot of reviews and a lot of like, with a lot of stars. So I'm not going to get one with crappy reviews and buy something regardless of the price. And so anyway, I'm excited that those came in. And I had bought these, what do they call them? There's like a lift risers. I don't know. Something you put on top of the shocks where the screws go in. Well, before you mount it in, you put this thing on top and it gives it like a spacer thing. And you plop it on there. Now I got a lift. So, hey, I didn't say do that. There you go. So I bought that as well. So I'm going to put that on myself, tie it on real tight. And I think I probably can do the front shock installation myself. But I'm not going to. At least I won't plan on it. I would plan on trying to find out how much they'll install it for me, and I have the shop do it for me. I just don't want to. I don't know. It seems like a lot of work. I don't have much free time. I really don't. So I'll try to have a shop do the front, and I'll put in the rear. Because rear, it looks like it's totally easy. So I can probably knock those out pretty quick. So that's exciting. So there you go. So I got my knockoff shock absorbers and stuff. So make sure, like I said, if you haven't hit like and subscribe and stuff, do that. Hit subscribe. That way, because I'm going to have these things on. My plan is probably on Saturday. Today, right now, as you're watching this, well, when I filmed it, it's a Monday. And I think they'll need like pretty much, they're so slow at the shop. I hate to say it, but they're slow. So I want to give them a whole day. So I'd rather do it during the week. I don't know. Maybe I'll call them up. See how long it takes them. But I'm not really a morning person either, so it'll probably be Saturday, most likely. I'll drop it off and then have it checked out, put it on, and then hopefully I can get a review on Sunday. So check it out. We'll see how it looks. I'm totally excited about this. So I got my knockoff Chinese wheels, my knockoff Chinese shocks, and this would be like wood Chinese and a Chinese car. But anyways, you know, like all parts are Chinese anyways. Does it really matter? I don't think so. What do you think? Am I crazy? Maybe. Am I cheap? Definitely. But it won't be like this forever. If they don't work out, I'll buy another set. But I got a feeling it'll be fine. They'll be fine for now. You know, as time goes on, as my channel grows, I'll be updating stuff, updating parts. I really like the vehicle, so I want to keep it for a while. If I keep it for a while, I'll probably keep modifying it slowly but surely. Ah, there it goes again. So, anyhow, hit like, subscribe. Thanks for watching me rant or talk about my shocks. I don't even have them, but I'm gonna like talk about them because I'm so excited. Aren't you excited? You know what? It's also, you know, probably like, because you know, Jeep Liberties, they have a tendency to sag in the front. The coils, they start sagging, start sitting down. I guess on the weight. I don't know how, if other vehicles have this issue, but it was very apparent with the Liberties. Everybody talks about them that they start sagging in the front. So now with the coils, the new coils, it's going to bring it back to its original height. And then with the lift, that's going to be another 2 inches. So I might get like 3 inches or 3.5, all in all. All right. Well, anyways, I think I'm running out of video tape. Recording this. Anyways, thanks for watching Paul's Take. Hit like, subscribe. Thanks for watching Paul's Take. And get a shirt. The shirts are awesome. They're so cool. I'm so proud of my shirts. Thanks for watching Paul's Take.